So I'll give you guys a little walkthrough of the steering column. This is the part that is riveted into your chassis. Well, all it does is it lets you rotate your column to clock your column, the angle it sits in your cab. Then you tighten it down. This is already attached to my frame, obviously because it's riveted in. Someone already tried taking it out because one rivet's missing, but I'm gonna use the one that's in my frame already. I'm just gonna stick this column in. It has a shaft that rotates. Obviously, whenever you turn, it moves a lever. But I'm gonna pull this one off, clean that up some more. This actually cleaned up way nicer than I thought. It looked disgusting. I'm just gonna use a rag and clean this part and try to get some of this overspray off. Because my truck looks how my truck looks. I'm gonna make sure everything's tight. Another thing is a lot of you guys that use these split washers, this is the problem with old split washers, is they break and then you have a lot of slop in there. But now this can pivot. I could probably actually slide it out right now, but I'm gonna keep working on it. That's all it is. I'm gonna hold on to this just so I have an extra piece. All right, so here's the final setup of the seat. So this is the bottom. If you saw, I ran little screws in through the bottom. They're gonna go mount to this support that's already there. In the back here, there's like adjustable supports. Well, I'm not making mine adjustable. I'll show you the bracket here in a second, but I drilled holes in here, in those two, and then I drill holes up in this little support that holds your frame. So these are the brackets. So these little pins go into the top, and then this bracket is going to have a bolt that runs through it. Not the easiest to set up, but I want it so that you mount the back of the seat first, and then I'm gonna dip this seat in and then screw it in. Hopefully everything should work out. I might have to kind of like bevel the back of the seat. We'll see. So nothing crazy. Hopefully that's pretty stable. I think I'm also going to mount this all up and see how much it tries to shift, because these are not the sturdiest. So if it does shift, I'm gonna make a support that runs this way. It just kind of ties everything together. Maybe even run it into this support right here, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to avoid doing that. But I'm gonna throw the seat in now. Not that hard to mount. You know, it is wood, so it does have some play, but if you think about it, there's also foam in there, so there's a lot of things that are gonna take some of that shock. But if I was just sitting against here, it does have a little bit of play. But I like it because it's not totally jammed up in the corners. I have a little bit of room back here, and I wanted it to sit low enough that I could still get to these screws without having to take the seat out. So that's how it all mounts. Next is just trying to get some foam. I want to get some really firm foam. I don't like my seats really bouncy. My 67 has a spring seat, so obviously that has something to do with it, but I think a hard foam with a firm base is fine. You know, like, I understand this truck is not going to be like the softest. I give up a little bit of comfort to be in these old trucks, so you gotta deal with it sometimes. So I hope you guys enjoyed that build. Eventually these are going to get painted because there's going to be foam on them. And glue, I don't want to use this Danish oil just in case the glue doesn't want to adhere to the oil. But I do like this Danish oil for all my wood that's exposed. For one, I like the look, but I also like that you can reapply it and not have to use polyurethane. Another thing I need to get to soon is making a little bracket that mounts right here that kind of holds those together. I do need to drill holes in here. I got some recessed screws that I'm gonna put in here and some cage nuts, but not yet. And then hopefully I can get this bed all welded up. Welding all this has been an issue. Just 'cause I've been having issues. I don't know what is the deal, but kind of struggling. It's really cold in the garage, so I'm gonna be putting in hours and hours, but hopefully this weekend, I have a 4-day weekend, so hopefully I can get the whole bed together and get some things knocked out. So hope you guys enjoy. Obviously I'm moving quick on this truck. I'm trying to get some things done. I need to get the engine all back in place. That steering column's in now, which is awesome. I need to fix the little hanger support, which you probably can't see because that light is right there, but this little support, the bottom of it's broken, so I just need to weld that back up. Fully get this steering column tied down, and I need to extend this arm, you know, ton of things. I'm just kind of waiting on some parts. I'm waiting on some bushings and stuff to mount my cab, which would be very helpful. And then I need to set up all my brake pedal assembly that I took off of that 1.5 ton chassis that you'll see at the end of the video. But here is some pedals. I even have some extra pedal setups, but I wanted the correct kind of lever setup. Obviously this is a clutch and a brake, but I have automatic, so I'm just using the brake. The accelerator setup was like this, which would be cool to mount, but I might have to change it up because I kind of would like a cable to be running also. I might actually just run the clutch and brake and run a cable setup from the original brake pedal, but run a cable setup up underneath the seat where I'll have my LS drive-by-wire setup. We'll see. I also need to figure out mounting this master cylinder. These master cylinders are like push style. It's kind of weird. It's got a little lever hinge, and you'll see a lot of that later. But I'm trying to keep it looking original from the outside, but I do want a dual master cylinder. I'm not trying to die with a single because I've never actually had my emergency brakes amazing. I might put in a lot of work to get the emergency brake working well, so that I know if I had a single reservoir, if something happened, I'm not trying to kill everybody in the truck, you know? We're already taking risks, not trying to take all the risk. So I hope you guys enjoy. Follow along, subscribe to this build. Hopefully I'm going to get back to the 67 four-wheel drive, the C10 project. Obviously it is just a workbench at the moment, but I need to weld up some stuff in the dash, and I have all the parts for it. I just need to put in some work on it. But the 36 GMC is kind of taking priority right now. But I did get these Firestone tires. I don't know if I showed you guys all those, but I got some Firestone tires. I just need to clean up these rims, paint them, maybe mount the tires, and then take them and get them balanced. I've never mounted car tires ever, so it'd kind of be fun to try, even though it looks horrible. I think I have some tire levers I just got with some tools, so I like to mount those, see how that goes. But I need to get all those painted. I just want to take it to the shop and not have them give me a hard time, because they are tube tires, and I did buy 16-inch tubes instead of 17-inch tubes because they're 17-inch tubes are on back order. But I have a good feeling if it's anything like a bike tube, you could stretch that out a little bit. It's 1 inch. I'm sure it's not the end of the world. Get that tube on there. Hopefully make a rim strip, because I'm used to bikes, as you can tell. But yeah, you always used to have a lot of problems with flat tires from bad rim strips. So make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Later.